Our next story is from Taiwan, which is facing threats from China, just days after holding the election there. You see, on Saturday, Taiwan went to the polls, and much to Beijing's disappointment, it elected a pro-sovereignty candidate, Lai Ching-te. The 64-year-old has been elected as Taiwan's president with more than 40% of the vote. He will be inaugurated on the 20th of May. And his victory has upset Beijing significantly because the people of Taiwan have shunned Beijing's calls to not vote for him. Instead, they have delivered a comfortable victory for a leader that the CCP considers a separatist. Naturally, China is bound to be rattled. And the kind of statements it's making gives away its agitation. On Sunday, China's top diplomat Wang Yi issued a dire warning. He said if the new leader or his government tries to take any steps towards Taiwan's independence, they will be harshly punished. Those were the exact words spoken. Let me quote, "If anyone on the island of Taiwan thinks of going for independence, they will be trying to split apart China's territory and will certainly be harshly punished by both history and the law. No matter what the results of the election are, they cannot change the basic fact that there is only one China and Taiwan is a part of it. Taiwan has never been a country. It wasn't in the past, and it certainly won't be in the future," quote unquote. And the reason behind Beijing's bluster is quite simple. You see, it was hoping to install a pro-China government in Taiwan, run by the KMT. This was part of its plan to further infringe on Taiwan's autonomy, and the plan clearly failed. So what does Beijing do? It issues threats and tries to hurt Taiwan diplomatically. And I say this because just days after that election, Taiwan has lost a diplomatic ally to China, the Republic of Nauru, a small island state in Micronesia. On Monday, it announced that it was severing diplomatic ties with Taiwan and instead establishing ties with China. And this move is part of Beijing's bid to further isolate Taiwan. It's also a big blow to Taiwan's efforts to retain its dwindling number of diplomatic allies. This is what Taiwan's Deputy Foreign Minister Tien Chung-kwong had to say. I'm quoting again. "Since 2023, we have obtained information indicating that China has been actively reaching out to political figures in Nauru and trying to use financial aid to induce a diplomatic shift in Nauru. China's move is to suppress Taiwan's democratic achievements." It certainly is. I mean, on Sunday, the Nauru government had congratulated Taiwan's president-elect for his victory. But within 24 hours, it decided to cut off all diplomatic ties with Taipei. And this is a clear sign that Nauru was asked to do so. Why else would it go from congratulating someone in one moment to ditching them altogether in the next? China, meanwhile, is in denial mode. It is calling Nauru's decision its own. This is what the Chinese Foreign Ministry said in a statement. It is Nauru's right decision made on its own volition as an independent sovereign nation to announce its recognition of the One China principle, its severance of ties with Taiwan, and resumption of diplomatic relations with China after Taiwan's election. Wise words. But Beijing's track record, you see, does not help its case. For years, in fact, Beijing has waged a systematic campaign to either control Taiwanese politics or isolate Taiwan diplomatically. And it has failed to do both, by the way. Pro-sovereignty sentiments are very much alive in Taiwan. Neither has Taiwan lost diplomatic support in the West. So these attempts by Beijing to make smaller nations cut ties with Taipei are nothing but face savers. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.